Support for City Series Baseball is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to the University of Akron Lee Jackson Field for Akron City Series Baseball action. Peter George, Dave Schick, Joe Pacansky here with you. The home team, Ellet Orangemen, on the mound getting set for the first pitch, and it's delivered right up the box. Like that, one pitch, one out. Andy McClellan,
didn't even get
the
his
pitcher
name.
today.
Didn't even get his name out yet.
I got it out now. The battery for the Orangemen is Andy McClellan pitching, and that sound is not a semi, it is the wind. And catching today for the Orangemen, Mason Lehman.
Good news, it's warm out. Bad news, it's not going to be warm very long because of the wind.
We'll set up the lineup for Garfield here after this pitch as that curveball misses downstairs. Leading off and already batted was the center fielder, Kyle Egan. Batting right now is the shortstop, Lennon Prunty. Batting third, the left fielder, Zach Shannon. In the cleanup spot is the catcher, Gerald Fisher.
Oh, boy.
1-0 offering. Hey, no big deal.
You got to be in the chair or the chair is leaving you.
All right, I guess I'll sit down for a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
Ball two to Lennon Prunty. Batting fifth is the pitcher today, Roger Wright. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Gavin Miller. Batting seventh, the third baseman, John Varney. Batting eighth is the first baseman, Jameer Gooden. And batting ninth, the DH, Brian Sayre.
It sounds like we're in a hurricane, but we actually aren't.
No, we're just in that wind tunnel that is.
Keep looking at the pictures. The pictures show non-hurricane. The sound of wind sounds like a hurricane.
That one gets up the middle, doesn't get through. It's going to be a close play at first stretch, and Prunty is retired 6-3, or actually 4-3 on the putout for the second out of the inning.
And that was a good play because he kind of hit it soft in the grass, and it's been slow here all year. They have cut the grass, and it's dried out a little bit.
Thick.
But he really had to wait for it to come over there so he could make the throw, and Tupta did well, and then still the throw was a little off because he was trying to make up for the time.
Yeah, but a nice stretch over there and finish.
Chris Weatherick with the stretch. Got it.
You got it.
But it looked like he should have been closer than it was.
That one misses upstairs. 2-1. Yeah, nice scooped by Tupta there as he went a long way to get it. But this infield grass always thick, but now with much less games here, even thicker than usual. It's like trying to hit it through your backyard, it seems like. And with the wind blowing directly at us from the left field corner, it's blowing kind of directly left, straight in from left, right up on our little perch on the deck here.
Yeah, speaking from two alumni, this is where it was always you'd have to go down to Polsky for something, and they would have this kind of wind, and you'd see people like walking backwards trying to stay warm.
Yeah,
not
it's
now because it's it's nice out, but
it is.
The same wind comes at mid-December. It is not a warm breeze.
Yeah, it is one of the windier places. Chicago East, I call it. And the wind blows in here pretty much 90% of the time, I would say, on this field. Check swing, did he hold? No offer in time. Two-out walk for Zach Shannon, and Gerald Fisher going to see if he can do any damage. Dive back safely. when the wind cools down, it's really nice, warm. And, I mean, it's warm anyway, but it's a bad hair day. When
it just feels like it's not a nice casual day because you can just feel fronts coming.
Come backer to McClelland and gets his foot on the bag for the third out of the inning. Yeah, it could be coming, but right now the Orangemen are coming to bat. We'll see what they can do after this. Hey, back to action here in the bottom of the first. Pitching today for the Rams is number 17, Roger Wright. Doing the catching, Gerald Fisher. Leading off for the Orangemen, center fielder Devin Shaw. We'll go over the rest of the order here. Batting second, the shortstop Jordan Sapper. Batting third, the second baseman Jack Tupta. Batting fourth is the pitcher Andy McClellan. In the 5 spot is the third baseman Josh Merring.
It seems like there's too much dirt.
Second offering, and that one
hit
is, I think that's a foul ball.
No, that's a hit.
Oh, hit by the wrist?
Hit. That was a...
He called a foul ball, I think. Well, we'll see, though.
Calling him back.
Well, that'll give me a chance to go over the rest of the lineup while they talk it over. Batting sixth is the catcher, Mason Lehman. Batting seventh is the first baseman, Sam Bezwetherick. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Devin Hewig. And batting ninth is the left fielder, Heath Longville. Bring it back.
Oh. In the words of Battleship, miss.
He called a foul ball right away. Now, it might not be the right call, but it was the call. Not to be overturned.
He got hit in the arm. And the coach from Ellet, not happy. Obviously. And they're saying he got hit in the arm, and I can't tell what's going on here, but this is why I don't coach. I would have been thrown out.
Already? There's no locker room for you to go eat sandwiches. I mean, that's the bad part of it.
Here's the problem. When you're an official, now you know what you have to say to get thrown out. I try to be as nice as I can in basketball games.
And I guess we're back to action.
But
you were right on that. I didn't see what got hit, but I just saw that he called foul right away.
Looked like he got hit right in the forearm.
Wouldn't it have been something if you got hit there? Like, did he get hit that time? No, he chases. Now it's 1-2 on Shaw. So Shaw, if it did hit his wrist, then he's the beneficiary of some bad luck. He fouls that one like right at me. I could try to catch that, but the wind aided, or I would have had it.
Into the soccer stadium on the bounce.
With wind blowing the other way, that thing stays in play. That's how fierce the wind is. Today. My golf game would be suffering. Good pitch is dropped, but Fisher guns it to first, and a nice adjustment on the strikeout. First out of the inning. That will bring the shortstop Jordan Sapper to the dish.
Is that a 2-3?
It goes as a strikeout, and just a put it, not even a put out at first. It just goes as a erase them.
How do I mark that down? There's no erase.
Just K.
A K?
Yeah. Strikeout swinging.
Gotcha.
Now, if the catcher were to throw it away, it would be a strikeout in like an E2, or if you were to reach, you could reach on a wild pitch.
I wish I had a kite today. God, it'd be so easy. You know those days you try and fly a kite and it's terrible? Today
I'm not sure it would be easy.
is a perfect kite flying day.
I might be a little heavy on the wind.
No. When you have a kite, you can never have too much wind.
You don't want your daughter manning that thing though.
No,
Might take her up like a parasail.
You're gonna need some weight to hold that down.
Ground ball to third. It's ejects.
My.
Varney tried to make it a tough play, and unfortunately, that's going to be E5 and another E5. One on the fielding and one on the throw. Sapper aboard and gets the second. Or you can just give it to him on the throw. Let's just give it to him on the throw. Let's be nice.
He might have been able to get it if he didn't have the throw. We'll give him one error.
Yeah. Executive decision made.
Yeah. You can come to the appeals board on Tuesday.
Fouled off. I'm glad it didn't hit me because I didn't see where it went.
Jack Tupta up.
He's known to not get cheated.
Took the sunglasses off while at bat. Kind of a cloudy day. And the wild pitch allows him to go to third. Dave's talking because Joe is on his phone.
Hey, you caught it. I'm just trying to get you ready for later.
Yeah.
And by later, I mean probably the second inning at the pace this one's going.
It feels like there's too much dirt down there now. What do you think? I don't know. Hey, let's just bury it now.
Don't you dare say that.
He wishes there was a little more dirt next to his foot. That would hurt. It does. And now there's like, it's too loose.
Dig it out. Dig it out.
That looks bad.
That one fouled off the top of the foot. That doesn't feel good. It feels better when it's 80 than when it's 20.
Oh. We were talking to my daughter about, she got goalie gloves. Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny knows she plays soccer.
That's awesome.
And she's like, Dad, these are too hot. I was like, well, one, you're wearing them inside. So we had the game last week. Great hit.
Line drive,
Liner,
and that's
though.
just hit too hard. Even if he did tag on that, he would have had a tough time scoring. L7 for Tupta for the second out of the inning. He hit that one right on the nose, but right into the teeth of the wind.
But she had a game last weekend, and it was chilly. And she's like, these gloves are pretty nice.
They give you a lot of padding, don't they?
Yeah. We were talking like, it keeps your hands warm. I go, but you have cold hands, and then something hits them.
McClellan takes that one off the noggin. They'll check him when he gets down there. He appears to be just fine. First and third, 2 outs now for Josh Merring. But yeah, it's been such a weird weather-wise. In 40 or 50, it has felt really cold because it's been wet, and it's been.
It's been windy like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's 70 plus, and the wind's bringing it down to the 60s, and that's okay.
But when that wind's bringing the 50s into the high 30s,
yeah,
not so much. First pitch strike, and McClellan steals second. So 2 out there now for Merring. If he can come through here.
just wants a base hit. Can't be a sacrifice one, though.
And he goes down and golfs it into center field. That's going to bring in 2 and give the Ellet Orangemen a lead. Nice job by Josh Merring going down to get that one and serving it into center field. So the Orangemen score first. That will bring catcher Mason Lehman to the plate.
And that error got things started for him with some 2 runs.
Yep, unearned runs. And unearned runs are the Achilles heel and or death of many baseball teams in high school baseball. Really in all youth ages, even up through the college age, you can look at it. That one's going to be trouble. Varney gets that one on the side and throws it over for the 3rd out, but not before the Orangemen get on the board and get a couple here after 1 complete. It's the Orangemen 2 and the Rams 0. Back to action here in the top of the 2nd inning. Roger Wright, Gavin Miller, and John Varney due up for Kenmore-Garfield Rams. McClellan induced 3 ground ball outs in the 1st. He's going back to work here. And he's going to get a 4th one. Tupta Fields, 1 pitch, 1 out, just like he started the game, and that's the efficiency that can lead to complete games. That's what you want. Help rest the pitching staff. The problem is nobody's got a lot of innings in because our weather has been so sporadic. So many days, games lost to rain here in the last couple weeks especially. And it's been conference games and weekend games. Sometimes you get a chance to make some things up, but maybe a doubleheader on the weekend. Our weekends have been awful around here. Gavin Miller takes a fastball for a strike. Fastball just misses outside to even the count at once. And there's old man Windy. McClellan said, "Where's that at?" He didn't say it. His body language said it, though, partner. Like, say what? 2-1. Drops that one in to even the count. Orangeman sporting the Dave Schick's preference. He loves the stirrups.
I do like him.
Although I'm guessing he's got different ones on than the rest of the team, as he just blew that fastball by.
Bringing it.
No problem there. His first strikeout in the second out of the inning. Yep, that's. Aren't you glad it's not 45 right now? Oh, it would be brutal. Oh. First pitch off speed, dropped in there for a strike, and he's in a nice little groove right now. John Varney plays a lot of first base, playing third today. Another curveball, and that was a wicked. 0-2. Fastball, Varney gets a piece of it and fouls it straight back into the soccer field. Oh-2 count. Varney gets a piece of a good curveball. Nice job staying alive by the third baseman. That one not offered. Good stop by the catcher, Lehman. Redo the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, and Varney drills it, but that's right into the teeth of the wind, and it's caught in left by Longville, and 3 up, 3 down.
It would have been interesting to see that on a non-windy day.
No doubt. 3 up, 3 down for the Rams. Orangemen coming to bat up 2. Back to action here in the bottom of the second inning, and 7, 8, 9 due up for the Orangemen. Sam Biswetherick, Devin Hewig, and Heath Longville. Fisher rocks and fires and gets the call for strike 1. Just misses inside. Curveball just doesn't quite get down to the zone. He was fooled by it, but 2-1 on the first baseman. Also had a couple nice stretches, footwork plays in that first inning. Oh, he chases ball 3 upstairs. 2-2. Slow curveball over for strike 3. Second strike out of the ball game for Wright. The price was right for him on that one. It's too easy.
How many times have you heard that in your life? Too many.
Not much lately. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Dave. Nice bunt, and that's going to be trouble. Just eat it. Makes the play, but no chance. Perfect bunt, base hit. Love it when guys do that. They give it to you, take it. See major leaguers. Shift, bunt, try it out. Another bunt, and this is going to be trouble too. Nice play by the catcher, but he beats it out. Back-to-back bunt singles.
And I'll say Varney doesn't seem quick coming off of his area to go after the bunt, and put that with the tall grass that kind of dies as soon as you hit it, and you could load the bases on bunts.
Well, if he continues to play there with these, it's a great field to bunt on because the grass is thick. You can put it out there pretty. They tried it again, and why not? Devin Shaw up for the second time. He struck out his first at bat.
Well, and to me, some of that is the Orangemen playing on this field all the time.
Yep.
Because your advantage is you're used to the bigger space behind the backstop. You're used to how thick this grass is, and it becomes part of your game that you know that you can bunt and move the bases and get people on base. This has an inning that could be trouble for the Kenmore-Garfield team.
Swung through and held on there. 1-2 now. Got the first out, and then back-to-back bunt base hits. Right. Fastball upstairs. It's fouled off to the right. Shaw tried to get on top of that thing.
There is a smell of food that I feel like
it's coming right at you.
I feel like
you're at the fair.
You know in the cartoons when there's the smell and it goes in their nose
like
and
cheese.
lifts them off the ground, and I feel like I could fly right over the field. Inside for a ball. I feel like it's in my nose and I could just float over to where it's coming from. Peter better hold on to that camera. We almost lost a chair.
Ball high. That's going to be a full count. We'll see if they maybe put the runners in motion here. Fouled off. They did put the runners in motion, but it's fouled back. We'll do it again. Full count offering, steps off. That one is driven into right field.
Good hit.
They're going to send the runner. He's going to score easily. Fielder eventually gets it in. Nice 1 out, 2 strike. Opposite field single for Devin Shaw.
I was a little surprised the runner on second didn't try to go to third.
Yeah.
But he'll take it.
3-0 now. And Jordan Sapper, who reached on an error and scored back in the first.
Ooh. Get him out at
Very
first,
close,
but allows him to go
yeah.
to third.
Just no stolen base there, just takes it on the throw.
Fisher's, he's come up on the bunt, and that one there really throwing hard.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from behind the plate.
That one driven foul. Turn and burn on that one. Speaking of burn, might get a little wind burn today. Or a lot. Nice off-speed offering. Runner scampers easily into second base. Nice save by Fisher on that one in the dirt. Wright's been able to get the 2 strikes, just hasn't been able to put a couple guys away here. Curveball just got a piece. Yeah, balls are everywhere. Pulls the string there. Got a nice little curveball work in this inning.
2 Ks on the inning
Yeah,
so far.
Gets Sapper swinging, and that will bring up the second baseman, Jack Tupta, who's lined out the left in his first at bat. Next ball 1. Curveball misses this time.
Runners are ready.
Good heat on that fastball. Tough to try to cut another one through the wind. 2-1 offering misses inside. Back in the good hitters count again. 3-1. And that misses away. 2-out walk. To load the bases for cleanup hitter Andy McClelland.
And then first walk for Wright in the game. He's gotten those 2 strikes as you mentioned.
Well, nothing hurt there with a base open, but McClelland, a pretty good hitter in his own right. Didn't get a chance to show it because he took one off his helmet in his first at bat. Fastball misses inside. Misses in again. Now he's going to have to come. That one off the end, and it's kind of in no man's land. Second baseman gets it, and oh, I think McClelland might have beat that, but they get the call on the bang-bang play, and that will be the end of the inning. Ellet gets one more, though, on 3 hits. They leave 3, and after 2, it's Ellet 3 and Kenmore-Garfield 0. Top of the 3rd here, Jameer Gooden, Brian Zaire, and Kyle Egan due up for Kenmore-Garfield. First pitch is ripped into the outfield. First hit of the game. Stayed back nice on that off-speed offering. Did Gooden. Lines it in. Leadoff batter. on, and the number 9 hitter, Brian Sayer, to the plate, DHing today.
Oof. Fake the bunt. Didn't get it out of there. Strike 1.
Thought it might try to lay one down here. Good time for it. They're going to keep good and honest over there at first base.
I'm not sure why he's not taking a big lead.
No, not at all.
Uh-oh. It's got to be you. I turned mine off not to interrupt our
Yes, I don't know why.
broadcast
I'm
coverage.
usually on mute
Here
there.
on APS 15. Ball there, 1-1. I think there's like one of the radio shows or a podcast. Their phone was making a noise in the background. It's the same noise as mine, so I was like, "Is my phone going?"
Yeah,
off?
you want to check it?
Dang it! It was just faint enough, like it was almost in my pocket. I was like, "Oh, my phone go off again? What's going on?" It's so weird. There's you could pick thousands of different notification noises. Most of us all have the same one.
Yeah, no doubt there. Go right by him, and that's the second K now for McClellan. That'll bring the top of the order and Kyle Egan to the plate.
Which is odd, like for how personalized people like to get things.
That's going to be trouble. Nope, says top to. I'll go get it.
A great track by Top to.
Yeah, he did. He got a good jump on that, which was the key for the second out. And those are the kind of plays that it doesn't seem like much, but when that falls, those always lead to runs and issues. When those plays are made by your fielders, because I mean, fielders like it when pitchers keep them involved. I mean, it's nice to see a bunch of strikeouts, but I would always prefer a game where pitchers,
Groundouts.
yep, keeping the ball in play. Occasional strikeout when you need it, you know. Work fast, throw strikes, change speeds, keep everybody involved.
Well, a strikeout is more guaranteed, and we saw it even in this game earlier, with Varney coming forward for Kenmore from third base, bobbles it, and then makes a mistake on the throw. Not only gets him on base, but gets him to second base.
That one just misses outside on the shortstop, Lennon Prunty.
So you're adding a lot of different factors when you do put it into play. Something could go wrong. There's more hands that could touch it. That one goes right by him as Gooden will be able to easily take second. He looked like a hockey goalie there, trying to not give up the 5-hole. Good solid hit, but goes back to the pitcher.
Yep. Fields his position nicely, throws over. Leadoff single is squandered by the Rams. Ellet coming up 3. Back to action here in the bottom of the third. 5, 6, 7, Maring, Lehman, and Bez Weatherick due up for the Orangemen.
A strike.
That's that eye with that one. Wright has not been bad on the mound. He needs a quick inning to keep his pitch count down if he wants to, you know, go long in this game, because that's kind of been what's plagued him a little bit, I guess we'd say. Fouled straight back.
2-2.
2-2, Blue. Good scoop there. Be a full count.
Let's say if you bounced it and it came up into the strike zone.
It's a ball.
Still a ball.
But if you bounce and it hits you, it's still hit by pitch. How about that?
Huh.
Which I wouldn't think it should be, but it is. That one fouled off. That one right back to the mound. Easily throws to first for the first out. Maring retired 1-3. That will bring up the catcher, Mason Lehman. Lehman grounded the third his first time up. Takes that one up and in for ball one. That one kind of a jam shot in the middle of nowhere, and he's going to get an infield single.
Wow. A weird hit.
Perfectly placed. And that kind of a do-or-die play for Prunty, the shortstop. He comes up with it clean. He has a chance, but do-or-die, and he gets a base hit on that one. Now we'll bring Sam Bezweatherick to the plate. Struck out looking back in the first. Or, I'm sorry, in the second. There's another jam shot. This one's caught and thrown.
Trying to get two.
Ooh,
close.
not quite. Two down, and Devin Hewig to the plate. He reached on a bunt single and scored in the last inning.
Yeah, bunt and the bottom of the order.
Yeah, I like the bunt. Led to 3 straight hits. Ooh, submarine that one over there. Adam Simber? No. Maybe that was more Joe Smith. Not quite as far downstairs as Simber comes from. Hewig in right field today. And he goes inside out again. Hewig 2 for 2. Now we'll bring up Heath Longville, who also got a bunt single in his last at bat. Ellet spraying the hits around. 5 now in 2+ innings. First pitch off speed over. Two in a row, 0-2 on Longville now.
Six hits in this game, and they're trying to do it on the bases.
Yeah. Rocks and fires, and that one grounded to short. They come across the diamond and gets him out No, doesn't get him out.
Oh, he had to jump up. It was high coming in.
Pulled him off. That's going to be E6 then. Good hustle by Longville.
Second error in the game.
Bases loaded now. Maybe a chance to bust things open here with the top of the order up in Devon Shaw.
Yeah, a little, and we saw it on the third base side. All right, from the catcher, they get the ball and they're trying to throw so hard.
And that one
Perfectly
drilled
caught.
for the third out. Nice shot by Shaw, but Varney there to spoil it. They leave them loaded again. They've left 7 after 3, but it remains the Orangemen 3 and the Rams 0.
Top of the fourth here as we get things started. Gerald Fisher comes up to bat. I don't think I said the right person.
You're right. How about Zach Shannon?
Zach Shannon.
Gerald Fisher grounded out to end the. Yeah, hey, you're right there.
I think I wrote, yeah.
Yep. Shannon fishes that one literally out of the dirt here in the top of the fourth.
I wrote last. I wrote Ellet stuff in the third.
Yeah, you did. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I write in like the wrong ending. I'm like, oh.
The worst is when they hit all the way through the lineup and then you got to move it over.
Oh, that makes me so mad.
And then you're.
Can't they just get that last out?
Come on. Now I have a whole.
Then you got to
inning
cross it out, right?
It's like two columns on this thing.
Just annoying.
I don't have a digital scoreboard here. Taking it by hand.
Good location and a nice job by Lehman, the catcher, to go down and get that one. Another strikeout for McClellan. He's got 3 now. Curveball swung through. Pretty nasty pitch. Gerald Fisher now up. We got it. We get there. It takes time, though. We got a ball loose. Where'd that come from? That's a terrible pitch from the bullpen. Since the bullpen's out of play.
We were just joking around back here and
Just throwing gas over here.
it's got away from me.
Just throwing that knuckleball again. Have you noticed the umpire's play call sounds like a strike? I keep like, did I miss another pitch? Which, you know,
That's exactly
happens
what I was
in baseball. So that's not just me. Okay.
I was also thinking, so we can see the dorms here to the right in the outfield. Do you think a student has found a way to get on the roof? It seems.
Oh,
Drops it
seems
in.
problematic, but
Seems possible.
nice shot by Fisher.
Good hit. Oh, man. Gets one on. Right now up. Yeah, it just seems.
Roger Wright, he grounded out to second his first time.
Oh, it's definitely Chipotle. The smell is Chipotle.
Well, yeah.
It seems like a roof with college students is a bad setup. Hey, how come all your student housing is only one story? Listen, roofs, students, bad setup.
Yeah, I saw The Hangover, remember?
Just imagine if it was a
Caught
flat
up there
roof.
for like 2 days.
Flat roof would be like,
Oh.
you could have a party up there. It'd be like How I Met Your Mother type rooftop.
That's cool, yeah. Would be very seasonal here, though, with the 4 days of sunshine we get.
Yeah.
That one.
Can you imagine how many
smashed
you'd be
back to
throwing
sleep.
snowballs up there too? People would, they wouldn't know.
Again, that wouldn't be good.
They wouldn't know. You just hide on the roof. Drop icicles down.
Oh.
big enough icicle from that building with the pedestrian traffic underneath, that could be lethal too. Just falling.
Oh yeah, that's high enough to do some damage.
I don't have to worry about leaves getting in the gutters up there.
Good pitch. Right, swings and misses. Down count now. Check swing, deep in the hole. They get the lead out, and that's
Goes to
it.
second, yeah.
Yep, smart play to take Fisher down on the fielder's choice. So right aboard, and Gavin Miller to the plate with 2 outs. Temperature dropping just a bit. There's a wild pitch. That'll get right into scoring position. McClellan comes set, checks the runner. Misses high with the off speed. Gas there, over.
Is this something you practice, your strike call? You gotta practice
in the mirror.
Yeah. Well, the thing is it's
And your sound, like when you're.
yeah, it's a very little presentation of what your face looks like. It's just the arm and the sound.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't want to be like Steve
strong
Rye.
arm, good sound.
You don't want to be like, yep.
It's gotta
You
come.
have
It's gotta
something.
come from the gut too. Can't be like.
It's
Can't
got to be
be,
a little bit of a growl.
can't be throaty. It's gotta
Not forced. It's got to be.
like enough. You might scare the catcher.
Varney not getting cheated.
I got lost. I thought it went up in the air and then a bird flew by, and I was following the bird, noticing that it wasn't a baseball anymore. Yeah, it really happens, guys. No, the ball wouldn't just. I know it's windy, but it wouldn't just take a jog to the right, would it? No, it's a bird.
Varney, who ripped the ball into the teeth of the wind the first time, just ripped that one foul. Needs to get one off the handle so it'll fall in. That's the weird way that baseball works sometimes.
Looks like rain over there, Peter. That cloud.
Yeah?
So
How would you know what rain looks like? Varney way out in front. I'll tell you one thing about Varney. He does not get cheated.
No.
And I think off speed's coming here, but I could be wrong.
He likes to play at visiting stadiums because then his team doesn't have to run after foul ball.
So I knew where you were going with that, too. Which is totally weird, but I knew exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, when's our next away game?
There was an off-speed pitch,
Oh,
a changeup, and he
beautiful.
knocks it up the box, and that's going to get a run in. Going to third.
Bounces it off the mound.
Great at bat for Varney. As he took the changeup and stayed back on it. Miller goes first to third, and a big 2-out hit gets the Rams back in this one, 3-1.
Well, and we saw this team this Kenmore-Garfield team play against Firestone.
Wild
this one goes
pitch.
by. And the wild pitch, we talk about having the extra space back there earlier, that was an advantage. You see the disadvantage now goes all the way back to the wall, and they're able to get a second run in off the wild pitch.
And they're in business now. Going to have a trip to the mound. We'll take a quick break. Back to action here after a quick visit. Coach Sarver to the mound. Settle down his team. Get him, say, hey, the tying run is on second base here. And Jameer Gooden is 1 for 1 at the plate. Lined the ball up the middle in his first at bat. Fastball right by him.
He was not happy with that last pitch.
Yeah.
One, it was a good pitch. He hit it, and then he whizzed it right by him. And it went through the middle of the diamond for a good base hit and a run. And then he threw hard.
Oh, that could be
missed it.
trouble. But he doesn't get there. That'll be one unassisted. But a good inning for the Rams as they get 2 back and cut the deficit to 3-2 after 3.5.
As we get into the bottom of the inning now, bottom of the 4th, it just got interesting. 3-2 your score as Kenmore is able to get 2 runs in the top of the inning. This inning here, we will have Jordan Sapper up to bat. 1-1 count already. Guess what? Still windy. You'll hear my paper flying in the wind even though I've got a clipboard. That one hits his ankle and it hurts a little bit. Sapper so far this game has gotten on with an error and struck out in the 2nd inning. That error going to the third base side. That one goes for a ball. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one up on the fence. But he caught it off the fence, so he wants to count it. Good catch by Gerald Fisher. But they don't. It's not Wally ball. They're not playing it off the bounce off the wall. That one low, and he will take his base. Only the 2nd walk so far, given up by Wright. But a lead-off walk gets him on base and has to go through the middle of the lineup here as Jack Tupta comes up. Send it back over there. On deck is Andy McLennan. Oh, he doesn't have it. McLennan looks huge, Peter. He's a big pitcher. It doesn't have his height on here. He was safe again as he checks him in. Standing up, Peter, doesn't help. Just more wind up here. No, the blood flow in my legs is better, but he starts to go to 2nd. Now he's a little bit in the middle, but can't hold on to the throw. He'll stay at 1st. Took a little too big a jump and would have got caught if he was able to hold on at 2nd and then get him in a foot race. The fielding has been troublesome at times for the Rams. That one goes back to the pitcher. He goes to 2nd to get the out there. I don't think he ever touched. He got first base, but he never touched the bag. He ran right over it. So he gets the throw at 1st, but never tagged the bag. He was a good foot or 2 in front of it when he caught it from the pitcher. So the motion was right, but the lack of touching the bag was not good. So really it's just a 6-3 out at 1st. And now McClendon is up. A costly error. That one goes foul. I don't know, is that an error? I would say not. I don't think so. I think it's just a base hit. Or would it, well, not a base hit, but I don't think it would be an error. Because he got there by the hit. It's like he didn't know he was supposed to touch the bag first. I don't know. Joe left, and you're left with me. I'm sorry, folks. It's subpar analysis for the rest of the game. I'm going to say no error. Because it looked like he just – because if he caught it and went to first, that's a routine play. And he got there with the potential hit coming. He's coming in again, redeem himself, bare hands it and gets nothing. That's going to go as an error. For sure. Would have been a hard play anyway, but definitely got on base without a doubt because of the error. So now first and second, one out. Well, error came back to haunt him anyway, as he ends up getting one when he got out of one earlier from us. Gooden is probably the most talkative first baseman these guys have ever had. He's out there smiling and chatting with everybody. Checks him in at second, and he is still safe. Up to bat is Josh Mehring. So far this game, he's hit a single in the first inning and got out in the second, hitting into the 1-3 from the pitcher. Goes to second, tries to make the turn, close, and he says he has it for the double play. Took some time, but had it in his glove. A great play by the outfield for Kenmore-Garfield, and they keep it close, 3-2 here, going into the top of the fifth. All right, good news, everybody. There is a kite flying behind us. We're not going to picture it, but college students got my message that this is good kite flying weather. It's up high, too. It's above the student union over there, and it looks like a beast to try and hold together. Beast of this game going on here is Ellet trying to hold on 3-2 lead. Now the Kenmore-Garfield Rams try and come in and get it tied up. That ball out for a ball and strike so far. This one coming into Brian Sayre, bottom of the order, and then Kyle Egan and Lennon Prudy, top of the order, will be in this inning. Top of the fifth, as he throws that one inside for a ball. And as we talked about, the wind was nice and kind of warm, and now it has continued to be strong, but it is definitely a cold air coming through. And we've only been here about 2 hours, and it feels like we could have a torrential downpour at any time. That one low for another ball. Geez, Peter, it dropped just 10 degrees, just like that. And Kenmore is pumped up. Big double play in the bottom of the fourth to get out of the inning, and they start this inning off with a walk. Only the second walk McClendon's given up in this game. So a leadoff walk, and now the top of the lineup. And it looks like they're going to take him out for a pinch runner. And to run for him is, I believe it's Lennon Prudy. Let's see over here. Just double confirming. Oh, boy. These numbers aren't right. Prudy was 21 on here, and a Caden Bestuda is listed as number 6. Try to get him at first. A high throw. He is safe. It was close, though. He had to come off the bag a little bit off of the throw and got out of line a little bit trying to tag him. Better throw might have had him out. Kenmore faithful giving some love to their team, and they check him in again. Well, it was 70 degrees. It's about 58 now. And he throws him again. And you hear about it a lot sometimes is closer games are just different. And you can see McClendon checking in 3 times on the base runner. Lays down the bunt, barely gets into the grass. The throw in time. And if he had put another foot on it, now the bunt moves the runner, which is good. But put another foot out, and he's going to make it there for sure. But they get him in scoring position. So Lennon Prudy up. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I think it would be Caden Bestuda who is our pinch runner. And he's on second right now. Most of the team on their feet in the dugout for Kenmore in a one-run game. And they've really come together as this game's come on, and we've seen some discombobulation of the Orangemen. And there's our first raindrop, Peter. That one in for a strike. Yeah, when we saw the clouds coming in over downtown, it looked like there was a little rain in there. It looks like the rain part isn't as significant as it looked farther away. I don't think it's anything that's going to stop this game. McClendon delivers, ball. He's saying what it is, Peter, but he's holding 0 fingers up to help me out. I think it's 3-2. I thought I heard 2 strikes. It's either 2-2 or 3-2. That one low, and it was 3-2. He takes second walk in the inning. First and second now. Kyle Hegan had got the sacrifice bunt to get him to second. Well, now they need a hit. Zach Shannon is up. Last time struck out. Time before that walked in the first inning. Now here in the 5th, he starts with a strike. And getting some adversity from Kenmore-Garfield are these Orangemen. And this is a team when they played Firestone on our broadcast. They put a hurt on them hitting-wise. And in the 5th inning, they kept fighting to try and make it to get 1 run, to not get shut out. Where most teams would have been happy just to leave with the 10-run mercy as he gets another K, his 4th in the game. He gets the second batter down, which is tough. Now they're in a 2-out. Runner in scoring position to tie this up. 3-2 your score. Up to bat, Gerald Fisher. Hit for a base hit last inning in the 5th and into the 1-3 in the first inning. Would love to get that second hit right here. A little blooper out to right field would be fantastic for him. That one in for a strike as well. But this team's got a lot of grit to them. And now they're playing one of the big dogs in the conference. And they're in it. Wow, strike on the way outside corner from my view. And even he asked about it, as Fisher did to the umpire. That one for a ball. And it was close. You saw the fist grab of the official as well. McClendon pumped up that one off speed. He's got to throw to first, but he dropped it. And they are not happy about it, and I agree. He had it and dropped it. And he's making his case, and rightfully so. It was a close call. I think he had it maybe on the first one, but he ended up dropping it. And their coach letting him hear it a little bit. I don't think they're changing anything here, Peter. 3-2 as we'll go into the bottom of the 5th here from the University of Akron. Bottom of the 5th inning now, 3-2 the score, with the Orangemen just holding on to a lead over Kenmore here. And they start off hitting, and that goes over his head. It'll be a base hit. He goes for 2, and the first pitch he hits for a double as Mason Lehman gets things started. A double to get things going over the head of the outfielder. Peter had to turn it down. I was so excited. Base runner coming in. And Trenton Fink will come in and base run. And he's going to come out and talk to him about it. I had to come talk out this early off the first pitch. I think we might have a pitching change. We'll take a break here and be back once they figure things out right here on APS 15. Well, after a talk, everything stays the same. They do have a bit of an odd bullpen warming up out there. I think those are just some additional students warming up in the bullpen, but that's where they would normally warm up at. Nobody warming up for him. First one goes in as a ball. And that ball gets by him, and he easily gets into second. Wild pitch moves him over. 2-0. The count here with the scoring run on third base already, no outs. So a lot more speed with the pinch runner. And he takes a big lead. And the big bat delivers as that'll be a hit, and another run comes in. An RBI hit for him. Four 2 now your score. And they'll leave Best Weatherwick with the hit, sorry. They leave him in to run as well. And he fakes coming over to tag him in. Best Weatherwick gets right back up. Lays down the bunt. Pitcher falls. Third baseman comes over. And it's an additional hit. Not sure how he lost his footing there, Peter.
Bill just slipped, didn't he? Huh. They were fixing that mound earlier. Maybe it's got a little wet, you suppose? I don't know.
I think just it looks like he just kind of fell footing-wise, but it didn't allow him to go after that bunt. Third base came over. Now first and second, no outs, already have a run. Ball's low. And they come back to first. And the Orangemen very active on the bases so far this inning. Extended the lead already, 4-2. And Heath Longville up, fakes the bunt again, and they try to get runners off the bag as Fisher comes forward. And now we'll have time on the other side. And they're going to change base runners for Best Weatherwick and bring in the faster Dylan Davis, number 11. Best Weatherwick not wanting to come off as he gets back to the dugout over here. He was active for being out there.
I want to play.
But they know anything close, and they want a little more speed out there. And he fakes again to bring him back. And he throws that one foul. Longville on the hitting end of this one. Sun is returning after the dark clouds have passed over us.
Still cold, though.
Yes, noticeably cooler. Pacers runners take their lead. The throw, and again, high with the bunt, and he's coming way off the bag. And a little bit of discussion that he was in the way, Longville was in the way of the catcher to make the throw to second or to first, but still in the batter's box. As he was very active, Fisher was trying to come get him. That one comes in. He goes to first, a low throw, not enough, gets by him, and that ball's live as well, and we got bases loaded for another hit. So 4 straight hits for the Orangemen as the bats have come alive. In this inning, bases loaded. 4 hits, 1 run in this inning alone, and no outs. Each move has worked out well for the Orangemen, as that first one is a strike as they get to the top of the order now, as Devin Shaw is up. And second strike. He's looking for a hit. A hit would bring in 2 runs. And no bases left open. And he goes a little off speed trying to chase him a little bit as he is ahead on the count. Now 1-2. He needs 3 outs bad. I was hoping they might try to turn that one into 2. That one goes right over the middle for a base hit. 1 run scores. Bobbled in the outfield. 2nd run scores. And cleared 2 bases. I think it's
You putting an error in there?
putting an error in there.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot closer than you think. But he bobbled the grounder. He might have been held up. I think they would have tried to make a play at the plate. I'm going to say he got there with an error. 3 errors in the game. He fields that cleanly and makes the throw. I'm not sure he makes the run because he was just turning the bag or near the bag. That one bounced in. I don't know why he's trying to make this throw to second. It hasn't been there. 5 hits in the inning has been the issue. And a lot of them have been in this infield. That one in for a strike. That one a little bunt, goes down and loads him back up. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry. Didn't mean to do that in everybody's ear. Peter will take it out in post.
I'll take it out. I'll take it out.
So he goes to third. He goes to second. Bases loaded. Off the bunt.
I've seen more bunts in this game than we've seen in all the games all year. It's crazy.
It works. It's effective.
Yep.
Inside for a ball. Jack Tupta up. That one inside. And the runner on third ready for any wild pitch that could bring him the rest of the way in. strike. 2-1. It's been a tough inning for him. 3 runs, 5 hits. An error. That one hit in the infield and goes by him. There's 1 run.
Oh, boy.
And it's boiling over. And he's coming to get him, I think. Tupta, I think, got on with the error also.
I think so.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
All right, let's take a break, Dave. What do
And
you
we'll
think?
take a break here as another run scores, and we're going to have a pitching change here for Kenmore. All right, so new pitcher in, but same problem. Bases loaded, middle of the order. Fresh arm, though, gets the first strike to get things going. McClendon is up. And I'll get his name. I'm sorry. I should be on that. Cody Pace, the thrower, I believe. No. That one goes to center. Not able to grab it. And I think that's a base hit.
I think it is, too.
So base hit for McClendon. He gets on with a hit and a run. And that clears off Devin Shaw, who came in. And pitching was not number 4, it was number 8, and that is Kyle Egan, a left-hander.
Ah, and he gets a coat. We're all jealous.
Yeah, well, it's so cold out now.
No.
Bases loaded still. No outs. That one was pretty. You could see the seams flying from here. So in this inning, 6 hits, 5 runs, 1 error in a pitching change. That one hit high to center. Got to redeem himself here. And he does. They tag, and they'll get another one. So first out for the sac fly, and that will score Sapper. 6 runs in the inning now. And 5 re-enters to hit. So that's Lehman. And just as Joe and I talked about, you have to extend, hit twice in the inning. Runners go, chops this one where the runner is. He runs back. McClendon hit in the butt. And he gets to the bag laughing.
Yep.
He's like, they threw me out, but it hit my butt.
Ouch.
No, we only got 1 on base. Where's Tupat? I guess Tupa already scored. Yeah. Did they get Tupa out? No. I think they got Tupa must have scored. No, I thought he went to third. He went in.
Did he go in? Because I lost him, too. I was too busy watching the rundown.
It must be.
Okay.
We got. He was there, and he ran it back. I'm going to say he got in.
Yeah, I guess if he was on third, yeah.
He was on second. He was on
he's
second
on
on the
second and
fly.
he scored? Oh, geez.
I don't think so.
Wow, then I completely missed him scoring.
I don't know. Did he score? Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was too busy watching him get hit, and well, I missed all that.
No, it was on the fly. It was before that.
Oh, okay.
So 7 runs in the inning. That leaves just McClendon on first, 1 out. And Lehman up. We're back on track.
All right.
That one high for a ball. See, she helps us. We help her. We tell her we're in the ring, and she actually
She's paying attention.
She actually pays
Sometimes we get
attention.
lost. Yeah, she actually
score.
pays attention. What are you doing?
He must have ran around that bag quick.
Must have.
He was far out there in the outfield. Wouldn't have been surprising. Comes across for the other inning. No, he must have gotten out. So that is the third one and ends the inning for Lehman getting out. No, Best Weatherick getting out. He gets out. And that'll do it for a big inning for him. 7 runs in the inning opens things way up and makes it 10-2 here going in the bottom of the 5th. Top of the 6th inning, as Kenmore will have up Roger Wright, who's up to bat now. Pitcher versus pitcher, and first one swings at it just over the head. He had to come a long way, but he does get it. Gets the first out into the center field. Gavin Miller and John Varney also due up this inning, as the big inning in the bottom of the 5th has made this a close game to a not so close game anymore. It was 3-2 in the 4th. Now in the 6th, it is 10-2. When you give up 7 in the inning, it tends to change the outlook of the game a little bit. That one up high for ball. And he's still able to pitch as he took a baseball off the rump as a base runner. The sweatshirt kept him warm, but the being out there running gave him a bruise.
Yeah, not much padding there.
I'm sure there's more
Well, yeah, now there is, yeah.
more padding there than an elbow.
Yeah.
So he'll take it.
I guess so.
He laughed when he got back to first.
He did.
As he sets this one up for strike. High again. And that'll send him to base. So again, leading in back-to-back innings, leading with a walk. Not leading, but giving up a walk, I shall say. He didn't lead with a walk this one. 1 out, 1 on. And Varney, ball gets away from him when they make the throw, and he'll go to second. So thrown away to first, gets a runner in scoring position, and a strike to Varney as he went low chasing after it. McLennan gave him a good one to hit, and he did something with it. Put it in the outfield. He makes the corner. We'll have a throw at the plate. It is safe. He is safe. It's hard to see where the plate is with all the new dirt they put on there.
Looks like he came up short to me, but yeah, it is hard to say.
You can't see.
You can't see the. You can see the little bit of the plate, not much. It looked like he came up short, but okay, now he's going to brush it off.
Well, I think, it wasn't dirty when we started it.
No.
But they put all that loose dirt on top.
Yeah, that's right.
So when he took off and he came forward to grab it between the slide and the other stuff, it's hard to say whether he was on the plate or not. Now looking at where the plate is, I think he probably was short.
It looked like he came up short.
But you couldn't see where it was.
No.
Can't say. Yeah. We saw some photography that shows he started sliding short, but he kept going. It looked like he was on the plate, but you can't tell if both feet are, if a foot got there per se because of all the dirt. See, he wanted all that extra dirt there, Peter, and kind of came back to get him because now you can't see the plate.
I didn't want it.
So the runner scores. So the walk turns into a run. Unearned, but still. As Varney gets a big hit. He only got a single out of it, but the runner able to make things work. Now up, after we get by the controversy, Jameer Gooden. He's got a hit in the game. He's one out of 2. That one low for a strike. And strike 3 as he looks at that one, walking back. 2 outs here in the inning. So a walk, a hit, and a run, and another strike. And Brian Sayer up, bottom of the order. He has 2 walks and he struck out. So a productive but unproductive day at the plate.
Yes, both.
I don't have any hits, but I've been on base twice. And they'll take it. As each of the time, well, they got runs the last time. In the previous inning, he got a walk. That was in the 4th. They got their 2 runs in that inning. And that one, though, does not end in his favor, and that'll do the inning for us here as the score stays 10-2 here from the University of Akron. Bottom of the 6th now after getting 1 run back. As Peter and
We're still talking about it.
talked a little bit during the changing of innings. This officiating crew's they've had a tough night. And both of them one has helped Kenmore and one has hurt Kenmore. Really 3 calls when you think about it, Peter, because we had the controversial call whether he got hit for Ellet.
That's right. I forgot about that
Whether
one.
he got hit or not.
Yes.
Then we had Kenmore thought they were on the bag, or that they got to first base before the play got there with the bobbled ball.
Yes, that one for sure. I thought he was safe, but.
And this one here, with the extra dirt, it was hard to see whether he was on or not.
Kenmore says, we finally got one.
I think Peter and I agree without any evidence of what it could be. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt. You can't dust off his foot.
Nope.
Afterwards.
Nope.
You gotta make the call. Did he think he's there or not? Hey, just stay there 1 second. Do you imagine he like holds his foot there and then dusts off to see where the plate is?
Oh.
Miscommunication, but he still got it. And he's saying he's calling for it, but they almost lost it as they get it as he comes in from shortstop.
Says, I couldn't hear you.
It's not that loud. Top of the order now, Devin Shaw is up. Yeah, this isn't Game 7, San Antonio, Denver Nuggets. We can't hear it.
Hello.
There's not that many people
That's
here.
the excuse I would use. Couldn't hear you.
High one for Heat. Strike 1. Another fly ball. Kenmore's been asking where these have been all game, and that'll do it for the inning. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go top of the 7th here on APS 15, 10-3. Top of the order here for Kenmore-Garfield is Kyle Egan, who had been asked to do pitching duties, now comes in to hit. And he's got to make something happen in this inning, or it will be it. Somehow they got to see if there is 7 runs that they can get in this inning. That one in for a strike. And just like we had talked about in the Firestone game, Kenmore keeps playing. They haven't been in the game. They have that inning that just, you know, it's a big enough hole in the ship. It's going down, but all the sailors are still bucketing water back off as it's going in hopes that maybe it's enough to counteract it. That one low for a ball. So as far as what you want out of a team, they've got the characteristic of it. And that one gets away from them. And I'm not sure that they've won enough games to get there, but this is a team that, you know, if they get into any playoff seeding, they could be trouble.
They could be, yes.
Because they play better than you think that the records shows. And this is a very good Ellet team. And they're able to, I don't know why I put that in the 6th inning, but it's in the 7th. Lead off walk. And this would be a complete game for McLennan if he can finish off this inning. I gotta find our Fleury's Cafe player of the game. Is it bad not to go with McLennan?
Complete game?
Complete game's good, but strike there. He's making a case for it in this last inning, but he hasn't pitched. There isn't a standout number. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. You know, yeah, you only gave up 3.
Yep.
But hitting-wise, there's better candidates hitting-wise.
Okay.
I'll say that. And it's not who you think it would be. I've made my decision.
Wow, already? Okay.
Yeah. You could go with, there's like 4 guys that really.
I don't know. He finishes with strikeouts. He would be my pick, but.
Oh. But if you look, just looking at some of the stats, you look at some. I'll tell you some of these.
Okay.
The bottom of the order for the Orangemen, Longville, he's 2 for 4, but his bunt brought in a runner.
That's right. Yeah, the bunting.
You know? His hit brought in a runner to get things started.
Oh.
Their 5th inning was a defining inning of this game.
Yes.
He went 2 for 4. And really, Mason Lehman, he went 2 for 4, but he had a double to start off that inning. You can make a case for him, too. I mean, you start off the inning with a guy in scoring position, only up 1 run.
Next thing you know.
That's clutch hitting.
Yep.
He was the first of 7 to score that inning. There's a lot good there. Ball gets away. He gets the second, and he's coming out to get a talk. I think he's going to just calm him a little bit, and he's going to finish this off. Well, maybe not. I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll have a new pitcher. We'll bring it back to you once he gets out there and warmed up right here on EPS 15. In to pitch for the Orangemen, Ben Eisenhart. He'll close out the final 2/3 of inning here in the 7th. Check swing for a ball. So got the check. 2 guys on, 1 by walk, 1 by a wild pitch, and that was enough for McClendon, who pitched 6 1/3 inning. Strike there. Got 4. Let's see. 1 earned run. Goes to second, tries to make the turn, and they got him. That'll be it. So as I preluded with Peter, I take some time for our player of the game, but the double play ends it early and makes this one a final. As the final is 10-3 as the Orangemen win. Garfield played great throughout. Our
Who are you picking?
Fleury's Cafe player of the game, signature player, gets signature pancakes at Fleury's Cafe. We should make that known. But I am going with Evan Hewick, who went 3 for 4.
Okay.
Had hits where runs scored in the second as well as the fifth. And he actually hit home Lehman with a base hit. Remember, we had back-to-back
Yes.
bunts, and he loaded them up, and the other bunt brought him back.
Yes.
So we want to congratulate Evan Hewig with our signature player of the game here on APS 15. Want to thank all of those that make this possible. Ryan Rittenhouse, our producer, Peter George,
Thank you.
our cameraman
Thank you,
here, Joe Pacansky, who left early
Joseph.
for scholarly obligations with his school. And for Dave Schick, we want to thank all of those for watching, all the administrators that make things go here, and for certainly all these student athletes. Thank you so much, and have a good night.